I will never forget in my early days as an external recruiter, I had just left the firm. I was naively thinking I was going to help people find their dream jobs. And I was interviewing and screening candidates. I met this great person. I can't remember what country they were from originally, but it was not from Canada, and had a lot going for them on the resume. Had accounting experience in a different country, was here looking for a job doing something similar, but couldn't find one. And I went to my boss at the time, one of the more senior recruiters. I was like, hey, I found this really great candidate. Maybe they could do this job or that job posting that we had open, because we were scrambling. We needed more accountants. And my boss said to me, throw that resume out. You're never going to place them. And I don't know why that particular one stuck with me so much. I think because it was clear. I'm pretty sure my boss said it blatantly, like, no, they don't have Canadian experience. No one's going to pay us for him. He's not going to find a job. I'm like, well, maybe I'll keep him for a future opportunity. If it's not for these opportunities we have open, it's like, no, never. It's not going to happen.
Interesting, because what I shared was just my perspective, how I perceive things to be, because I don't know what's happening on the other side, right? It's just how I feel, and that could be wrong, right? That I could perceive things differently. It's interesting to hear what you just shared, that it's not just how we feel, but there's some truth to it.
There's absolutely truth to it. And I don't want to tarnish the entire external recruitment sector. I know a lot of good people in that sector. It's not about that. But the model itself is set up to fail. The model itself is set up to exclude people, right? Because the headhunting executive recruitment model is the recruiter only gets paid when they place somebody with your organization. And it's pretty big fees. It's 20 to 30% of the person's salary. So from a business perspective, I understood why my boss was telling me that, because we're never going to make money off of this guy who had no Canadian experience. No one will want to pay us 20 to 30% of that guy's salary because they could have just hired this, no Canadian experience guy on their own. They want the elite from the external recruiter, right? They want the best. They want the guy that nobody can get. They want the guy that's already the CEO of Royal Bank to go to be the CEO of Scotiabank or something. That's what they're paying 30% of the person's salary for. So I think that was probably when I decided I wasn't going to stick around in the headhunting sector, because I just couldn't handle that. The fact that these people who are honestly just looking for a job needed a chance to prove themselves. And yet, because of how the external recruitment model worked, they weren't going to be given that chance.